OMG! Who wants poke? Hey y'all! Happy Tuesday and welcome back to Keisha's Crumbs. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video that I uploaded on yesterday of our poke bowl. Okay, I am so excited because this dish allows you to just run wild with your imagination. It allows you to customize your bowl based on your flavor palette. And hey, if you have a palette as diverse as mine, one day you may be craving something sweet, the next day you may be craving something completely salty. You may enjoy fermented foods, you may enjoy pickled and spicy foods. So a poke bowl allows you to incorporate all of those different things. Okay, so today, yesterday we had salmon. Today, honey, we're going in with some chicken. Oh yes, teriyaki chicken. And because the chicken will be flavored with teriyaki sauce and the entire poke bowl will be drizzled in teriyaki sauce, then I've made some changes to the veggies that I'd like to use. Okay, so give me a second to set up and we'll be right back. And let's start poke. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get this poke bowl started for day 2 of poke bowl. I told you these salad kits come in handy, and because we are doing teriyaki chicken, instead of using the Asian kit that is mostly cabbage, we're going to use the sweet kale kit. It comes with broccoli, green cabbage, kale, Brussels sprouts, and radicchio. Ooh, wait. Yes, honey. Yes. Okay. It's gonna go great. Like the green cabbage and the radicchio kind of has a bite to it. I'm going to show you what other vegetables I'm using that has a bit of a spice to it, and I'm doing that to play off the sweetness of the teriyaki. So another vegetable in addition to what's already in the kit is our clover and alfalfa. Y'all, and there are so many benefits to this alfalfa. Honey, it is described right here, sweet and nutty and mild. Okay, so I'm going to incorporate the health benefits of sprouts right here. I've always enjoyed the taste of sprouts, but I have never until now looked up the health benefits. According to Healthify Me, sprouts improve heart health, liver health, improve gut health, boost immunity, increase testosterone levels, their anti-cancer properties, anti-inflammatory properties, and so much more. Okay, so you can know that, honey, not only are we feeding our souls, but we also feeding our bodies with these healthy ingredients. I didn't use this one in the last video. This is rice wine vinegar. I'm going to use this instead of the mirin that we had last time because, again, mirin is sweet and fruity. We already have the sweetness of the teriyaki, so I want to go with something tart. Rice wine vinegar. That's what complex flavors are all about, y'all. It's about not having the same flavor throughout your dish, but flavors that pique and surprise your interest throughout each bite. Here we are with some soy sauce. Remember, I didn't use that before, but we are going to use some soy just to make sure that our rice is flavored, since we're not using the mirin and we are using the rice wine vinegar. I want something, the vinegar is going to be vinegar, of course, going to give it a twang, but I want something to give our sauce a little bit of a salty seasoning, our rice, I should say. And then we have the teriyaki sauce. So this is the teriyaki sauce by Panda Express, so we're going to put that to use. Right here, I have the General TSO as well. So I was trying to decide whether I wanted to do TSO or whether I wanted to do teriyaki, and teriyaki won. That's what we have on our chicken. And then we're going to finish up with our cilantro lime, because I'm going to finish the dish with fresh lime, as you'll see. And then, baby, we're going to have this in every bowl, whether it has seafood or poultry, we're going to use these fermented soybeans because it was just chef's kiss. Now let me show you the veggies. We've already cleaned them, honey. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at our garden, honey. We about to have a garden in this poke bowl. So, of course, you want to have a variation in color just to please the eye. We have some fresh radishes right here. I've already been slicing on one of them. I have a fresh lime because remember, I am going to cut wedges of fresh lime to finish the bowl with as we prepare to eat it. And then for the fruit, I just have some strawberry. I love the way the fresh fruit pair with the poke bowls because it's just like, hey, if we're going fresh vegetable, let's do fresh everything, honey. And then we have just a few asparagus. We're not going to cook these. The woody bottom part has already been cut off. We're not going to cook these completely. After we pan fry our chicken, we're just going to throw these in just towards the end to heat it up a little bit. And then, of course, honey, you know I got to have green onion. And I wanted to have bell pepper. Since we're doing chicken, teriyaki chicken, I wanted to have bell pepper as well. Oh, yes. Okay, so those are our veggies. Of course, I have rice. I had a little bit of rice left in the refrigerator, but I think since this only takes 5 minutes, I'm probably going to start it now. I want to go ahead and cook some fresh rice because I want it to be warm. Today, I just really want to play on the how you can have like the warm rice with all of the cool, crisp vegetables and then the warm meat. So I think I'm going to cook some fresh rice. Why not? We got time. Okay. Having said that, let me just tilt y'all down just a little bit more. And right here is where we have our chicken. So we're going to move our ingredients back a bit. And actually, y'all, this is one of the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all this. I do have garlic hummus. I'm trying to decide whether I want to just put just a little bit of hummus over to the side. Why? Because we're not using the wasabi. So this hummus will give us something, you know, smooth to kind of bring everything together, like almost like your fat in your dish would be. That's why I have this hummus, but I haven't decided whether I'm going to use it. So here's where we have our chicken, y'all. The chicken has been marinated and it is already seasoned. Okay, so let me just put y'all right back over here so you can see. And all I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna pound it out too much. I should have a mallet, y'all, but I couldn't find it, so I have my handy dandy rolling pin. So, and this is parchment. You see how it looks. That's one thing about the poke. The beauty of it is that you just get to go in with your chopsticks or your fork and everything is already bite-sized, right? So we have to cut things down into bite-sized pieces. You do not want a poke bowl that you have to use a knife with. So see how I'm pounding it out? Let me give it a couple more hits. And y'all, this just goes to show, I mean, we're going to have plenty of meat because the bowl is majority made up of your veggies and your rice. You know, that's another thing I love about this poke. It enables us to not use so much meat. As a matter of fact, let me show you. But for the moment, I want to just sit this flat so the measurement will be true. But I have a digital scale here. Okay. And when I sit it down, it's going to clear. I want to make sure y'all can see it. Okay, so this is my digital scale, and I'm going to turn it off and back on just to clear it. Okay, and it's on ounces. I'll zoom in so you all can see that if you're not seeing it clearly. I am going to go ahead and put the parchment on top. Just to not dirty my scale too much. And see, even the paper weighs 0.20 ounce. If it were 0.5 ounces, this would be a ½ ounce. But it's basically like 1/4 of an ounce. And then we're going to go in with our meat. I already have where I picked this up out of the marinade. So we're going to put the meat on here. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look at how little meat we are eating. 3.55 ounces of meat. So we're doing a great job, right? Oh, Lord, I remember my Weight Watcher days. That's all they talked about, was you had to weigh everything. Who else has done Weight Watchers? Okay, so we're doing great with this. This is only this is less than 4 ounces of meat, right? And they always tell you with the balanced meal, your protein, your meat should be no bigger than the palm of your hand, not your fingers, just this part. And that's about what we had before I pounded that out flat. All right, so let's get the skillet set up for the chicken and get the water set up for the rice now. All right, y'all, let's get back started. We now have our pan ready for the chicken. So I'm going to just turn the pan on slightly above medium. Okay, not medium high, just slightly above. And then I'm going to go in with some olive oil. Okay, let me get my seasoning off of that. And then we have the water boiling over here for the rice. And so I'm just going to go in with a little pink Himalayan salt. Okay, and what I love about this minute rice is that, you know, it's equal parts. So y'all, if you have a hard time with rice, get you some mini rice, honey. You use equal parts rice and water. The only thing is that you put the water in the boiler first. So this is 1 cup of water. I've added my salt. If I were doing something like a casserole or something like that, I wanted to add like a chicken bouillon, or I can even cook this in a cup of chicken stock instead of water. Butter, whatever you want to add, you can add that at this time, but it is equal parts liquid to rice. So once that comes to a boil, I'll add in the cup of rice, I'll stir it, I put a lid on it and turn the fire off. And the steam is going to cook it. Okay? So while this is getting warm, we're just going to come over just a tad bit. And we're going to start. Okay, so we're not going to use too much of the bell pepper, so I won't cut it all the way around. Just use a bit of it. Let me get me a towel to put under here so that my board won't move. Okay, much better. Okay, and then we're just gonna cut this out. And we're going to make slices. Now, as I cut, I'm trying to think, do I want to have these nice long slices, or would I prefer it to be chopped? I think I'm going to do these long slices instead of dicing it, because we're going to leave these raw. We are going to saute these at all. Really, your orange, your orange, your green, and your red, and your yellow bell pepper all have a different flavor. I personally think that the orange and yellow are the only two that taste really alike, taste really similar. Of course, green bell pepper is what it is. It can't be replaced. Like when it comes to dressing and pasta and things like that. I mean, me personally, being from Louisiana, if it calls for bell pepper, green bell pepper, you have to put that bell pepper in there, because that's what's going to give you the bell pepper taste. These colored peppers almost work more like ornamental peppers. You know how you see the small ornamental peppers that they have on the salad bar and things like that? These are more sweet. That's one tip from me. If you like to take it, when your recipe calls for bell pepper and it doesn't say, a colored bell pepper like yellow or red, use a green bell pepper so you can get the full flavor. I said all that to say, and see, I'm going to put this in here flat because I pounded it out. And if I were to put it in there balled up, then it would cook balled up. If you want it to cook flat, you have to make sure it's flat when you put it in the pan. I'm going to just cook them. I'm going to cut them in very thin slices and then cut it in half like that. Now see, I wouldn't have a green bell pepper in a poke bowl uncooked because it doesn't taste the same. These are Delicious as is. It's literally sweet. If you've never tried a raw bell pepper before, try one. I hope that you all can see what it is that I'm doing. The water for the rice is almost at a boil. I'm going to get this little mandolin I have here. It came with my knife set. It's pretty cool because, see, there you have a slicer where you could like run it over a piece of cheese and get a thin, wide slice. And then you just use this to turn it. Okay, that's going to do more like little shred, little angel hair kind of shreds like you would do a hash brown or something. So let's see what works best. And y'all, have my nails on. I normally don't have my nails on when I'm cooking. But, we'll put it down this way. Are y'all able to see? This isn't ideal for the radish, but I do want these. See how it's paper thin? And y'all, since I have a bag of radishes, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pickle some radishes. And beware, I should not be doing this like this, but there we go. Now I can turn it down flat. Y'all see that? Thin pieces. And radishes, if you've never had them, they're very peppery. They really don't have a flavor except for the pepperiness. And I know, like, I'm trying to think of a dish that normally has them often incorporated, like in Korean barbecue. A lot of Korean barbecue restaurants serve their Korean barbecue with pickled radishes. Here's another one. I'm going to try to see if I can start on this one so I don't damage myself. I don't need a whole lot. I just want to get some of it off. Now, ideally, you would want to have like a mandolin, like one of those little machines where you have something that you can hold this with versus your finger. I probably should use a fork, but hey, I'm halfway there now. Y'all don't laugh at me. Y'all don't laugh at me. I didn't. I mean, I learned to cook from watching my grandmother. You know how that goes. She didn't use utensils, so I didn't either. I wasn't even using a stand mixer for my pound cake. Our chicken is going, so our protein is nearly done because that meat, first of all, you saw the short that I created a short to show you how I clean the meat, which is soaking it in a vinegar and salt bath. So it gets done really quickly for that reason, as well as I pounded it out. So this is really plenty of radish, y'all. I'm just trying to see how much more might come off here before I lose the stem. So this just goes to show y'all, even when you're cooking fresh and raw, if you want your food to be delicious, just because it's fresh and raw doesn't mean that it won't require any prep, okay? So take some time with it, honey. So I've turned the fire off and I'm just going to let this sit because I want that thigh to be bright and juicy. Okay, so we have our peppers, we have our radish. Now y'all know I may think of something else I want to add to it at the last minute, so bear with me. And as a matter of fact, remember I said I would put the asparagus in the pan with the chicken at the end. So let's just go ahead, and what I want to do is I want to cut these into about 1-inch slices, and we're going to put it right in that pan with those pan drippings. Y'all see that? Shake it around. I don't need to add any extra salt or anything because the asparagus is picking up the seasoning and the heat from the pan. See how it's deglazed the pan? You just let it sit. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna actually move all the way away from the fire. So now, honey, we get down to the nitty gritty. Our rice is over there cooking away. So all we're having to do is finish cutting up our fresh vegetables. And so we're gonna cut up this green onion. You know, I like plenty of this. I like the white and the green parts. So we're gonna cut up this whole thing. And again, y'all normally don't have my nails on, honey, but when I don't have orders or work to do, I try to be cute, honey. I try to be cute. Isn't that red beautiful? Cut a divot. There, cut a little divot out of my strawberry. Ooh, baby, that's all for you with those, that fresh produce. Okay, and so now I'm going to, I guess y'all should have y'all on the left side of me, huh? Y'all know I'm still learning, bear with me. Okay, we're gonna have our beautiful strawberries, honey. Now, I don't want to offend the culture. I don't know if I told y'all, but this, the poke bowl, you know, a lot of times it has sushi in it. It mostly has seafood, but it is a Hawaiian dish. You know, I have to do a little research. If you all know anything extra about it, you've actually been to Hawaii and had poke, let me know. I pray and hope one day I'll be able to visit Hawaii one day soon and have poke myself. But from what I read, they originated in Hawaii. So it's considered a Hawaiian dish. And I said, oh my goodness, I'm coming up with all this different stuff to put in this poke. And I'm just wondering, like, you know, am I breaking the rules? How far can you go? How far can you go with the poke before it's like, you know what, Miss Keisha, that is no longer poke. Besides that, it's like, okay, what about the difference in poke and a salad? Because I am putting, you know, I am using the salad kit at the base of my poke, but that's because the kits come with so many fresh vegetables already in it. So that's just a budget-friendly choice I made. Okay? So do y'all see how beautiful these veggies are? Look at that. Strawberry, green onion, radish, bell pepper, and lime. Now that I finished cutting all my vegetables, we're waiting on the rice. I actually want to come in and we want to cut up this chicken thigh, honey. We've let it rest a little bit. You always want to let your meat rest. And I actually want to, I think I want to cut it long ways. But you always want to let your meat rest, whether it's a steak, whether it's chicken, fish, whatever the case may be. Let that meat rest before you start cutting it, okay? I am so grateful that this dish exists. I'm so grateful that I stumbled upon it. I'll start from this side so you all can see better. I'm so grateful that I stumbled upon it because, again, it's such a wonderful way to be able to eat healthy and to customize your dish based on your flavor profile and preferences. Okay? So again, you want everything to be in bite-sized pieces. I want you to be able to see this beautiful chicken, so I'm not going to cut it too small. If I had a thick chicken breast, I would probably cut it in cubes, but I don't, you know, I want everything to look minimal. You know what I'm saying? And you want the vegetables to shine. So I didn't want big cubes of chicken in there. I didn't want big cubes of chicken in there. Okay. And what it is, y'all, my name is engraved in this cutting board. So that's why a lot of times when I'm cutting, because of the little grooves in the cutting board, is not always agreeable. Okay. So we just want nice thin, beautiful strips. Ooh, this meat is so juicy, honey. And I was telling you because I soak the chicken in a vinegar salt bath, y'all. That almost acts like a brine, B-R-I-N-E. And if you're not familiar with what a brine is, look it up. You know, people brine their meat to make it more flavorful, so that the meat can, the seasoning can better adhere and soak into the meat. There are all kinds of reasons why people brine. So I'm telling you, when you do that vinegar salt bath, boy, it is. I can't do it any other way. I have to soak my meat. Okay. So now we're gonna go in with the salad, y'all. We are almost there. Let's see. Now, see, this has poppy seed dressing. We're not gonna use the dressing. I may put on just a few cranberries. I don't know, but I definitely want the roasted pepitas. I definitely want those. They're great tasting. They have the texture of a sunflower seed, but it tastes a little different. I'll chew it again to try to give you an idea of what the actual flavor is like. But y'all, I'm waiting on this rice, okay? We're waiting on the rice. It's probably going to be like 90 more seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to our plating station. All right, y'all. Let's get this party started, y'all. I'm too excited. Do you understand me? I'm too excited. I got the hummus here. I have our sprouts here. Got the salad kit here. Okay, our rice is done. Let's go in with this beautiful salad. Y'all almost got a bigger bowl. I was really, really tempted to get a bigger bowl. I said, you know what? That's what you have to do. I said, I may want more. If I want more, I'll just have to make more. Yeah, I really should have gotten a bigger bowl. I wanted more, but I went to bed and did without. All we're doing is lining the bottom of our bowl with salad. Okay. Actually, we're not even going to call this salad. Y'all, I got to learn to put this camera on the right side of me because I feel like, and see, I'm cutting this up into big size pieces. The radicchio and all of that and the kale, you want little bitty pieces because a poke bowl is not to be eaten with a knife. Therefore, everything needs to be bite size. See how big some of this cabbage is? I'm just going and cutting it up. Because when you take a bite, or whoever you're fixing it for, when they're taking a bite, you want the bite to be balanced. And if you don't cut everything up into, you know, similar sizes, then it'll be hard to avoid getting too much of one thing in the bite, or on the fork, or in the chopsticks, whatever you want to call it, okay? So I'm just going through, and because this is kale, this is a little bigger. You know, with the Asian kit, everything was already pretty much shredded. But this is a very important step. It would feel like eating a salad if we didn't do this, okay? The greens are just one of our many ingredients, and we put it at the bottom just so it can kind of be the foundation and hold everything together. Beautiful, y'all. I'm so excited. I hope y'all with me. Please let me know down in the comments if somebody else is excited about 7 days of poke like me. Woo! Please let me know. Because, baby. And then I got to take my time, y'all. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Here's the rice. And I actually let the top off of it. See how it's still very hot. And I don't want the dish to be hot. I probably should have cooked this sooner, but it's okay. We're going to spread it out. I'm not going to put it, you know, in a mound like I did on the other one. I'm actually going to make a layer of rice. Okay? Going to make a layer of rice right on top of those greens to make sure that every bite has some rice in it, honey. This is our starch. We're going to give it a little sugar, and we want it to be in there. Okay, That's our rice. Now, remember, when you put your rice down, you want to season your rice. Okay? If you haven't had rice wine vinegar before, but hey, you know, you're curious, you don't mind trying it, then you could just taste it a little bit. Some brands are stronger than others. This one is pretty strong, so see how I put my finger over it, and I'm just gonna do a light drizzle. Okay. Wipe my hands. And this is my bowl, honey, so it's all good. Now we're gonna go in with the soy. Remember, we're not using mirin today. When we want to drizzle. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. And see, the sodium in the soy is flavoring our greens below the rice as well. Okay, we don't have to do too much soy because we know our teriyaki sauce will also have sodium in it. It's sweet and salty. Now we're gonna go in with these sprouts, y'all. These sprouts are grown right in the box, y'all. This is life. This is life, literally. This is life in a box. So, you know, some of these things, y'all, if you've never tried it before, try it. Just try it and see if you like it. Beautiful. Y'all. Now, for those of you who don't eat vegetables, thank you for watching. Watch anyway, y'all. Watch so that you might be encouraged. Do you understand me? Watch so that you might be encouraged to eat vegetables, honey. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Baby, I don't care how big these hips and this butt get, honey. And this whole body, as a matter of fact, I feel good about doing my heart right. I feel good about doing my heart right. Okay? So we have that down. Now, I'm trying to think, do I want to put anything as far as seasoning on top of that? I probably won't. I'm probably going to just leave that like that. Am I missing anything? Okay, I'm glad I looked over here, y'all. My asparagus is still in the pan. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get some asparagus out of here. And I'm trying to see. I think I may want to just lay the asparagus right across the top. I'm not by any means an artist, y'all, but all I'm thinking about is my bite. Okay, so we have that much going diagonally. We'll come up here and put some here. Ooh, wee, just like sushi, honey. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Line that thing up. Okay, and then these are our tender. I think I'm going to leave the spears for last. I'll put the tender spears on top. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? Y'all see that? Don't want to forget my spears. Don't forget your spears, Keisha. And I have used, so that I won't get confused, put my spears here. The rest of my spears. These are the seeds and the cranberry. Okay? So now that we have this down, now, what I've noticed is that when you look at pictures of poke, they normally put everything like in pockets on the bowl. And I guess I can go ahead and do that this time just for the sake of demonstration. Quite honestly, y'all, I just like my stuff layered. I like it layered so that when I go in, when I dig in, I have everything already on my fork. When you put it in, you know, parts and pieces like this, you kind of have to pick up different pieces. If it were layered, then I would already have everything together, but that's okay. Again, just for the sake of demonstration, and this way you can see it and you can decide how you would like to present your poke, honey, okay? Because see, I want to put green onions all over it. So just a little bit. I want to have my green onions in a layer. I want everything already in a layer across the bowl, but That's not the way they do poke. So I'm just gonna do it. Let's see what I want to go use next. Let's do these beautiful bell peppers. Okay. Right here. Can y'all see it? Just a bit. You can see it closer, this better. Okay, so that's bell pepper, and I will keep turning so you all can see as we build it. Okay, and then we also have our we'll do a little pocket of radishes. Just gonna try my best to get not too much to come out. Come on. Ooh, wee! Thank you, Jesus. My God. Do y'all see that? OMG. Who wants poke? Y'all, and these things run like $20 in restaurant, because baby, it's more expensive to eat fresh. Y'all know that. Okay? Y'all give me, wait, I think I'm gonna have to insert the applause here just in case y'all not showing me love. I'm gonna have to go and insert the applause here in the video. Okay, I hope y'all don't mind, honey. I'm gonna have to go and insert the applause. See how I saved my spears for last, so I have those right on top. And I'm trying to see, is that everything? I think that is everything, y'all. That is everything but the hummus. What I'll do, so that I can let you all know how it tastes, I will go ahead and put a smidgen of hummus in the corner. Because I know I'm not going to be mad at it. I already know that. I'm gonna put a smidgen just right there at the corner, so I can let y'all know what it tastes like with the hummus. Okay. And I knew something was missing, y'all. What's missing? Let me know. Who knows what's missing? If you've watched the day 1 video with the smoked salmon, this is day 2. Yeah, teriyaki. When my daughter comes in here, she is going to flip at how beautiful this is, and I can't wait to take a million pictures of it. Okay, what is missing, y'all? Do tell, honey, do tell. Oh, I got to get the everything bagel seasoning. I have to grab the everything bagel seasoning really quickly. We're going in with the everything bagel. Now, if you don't like this, you don't have to use it. I'm not gonna put too much. I'm gonna add some more after the pictures because I don't want to mess up the aesthetic, honey. All right, y'all. All right. I'm so excited. Oh, God, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful, y'all. Also, I put the lime wedges on so I can just squeeze a bit of lime. Ooh. Ooh, honey. But we had a chicken here. I did it the way they presented instead of layering it, and it does make for a beautiful presentation. I kind of did everything in pockets for presentation. I have to dig in first and bring what's at the bottom to the top, honey. Okay, so we have our rice, we have our bell pepper, we have our kale, radicchio, carrot. Okay, see how I got to bring it up here and work with it. And let's see, so I got a little radish. I'm trying to make the perfect bite. I'm going to put some strawberry over here. See, I'm arranging my bite, y'all. It is that serious. I'm going to put some strawberry. I'll put a little fermented soybean on there. And I got a piece of strawberry. So this is everything. Oh, everything. Let me taste it without the hummus first, okay? And then I could just add hummus in my mouth at the end. I wish y'all could taste this, because I know you think it's a game. Those of you that eat vegetables, you don't think it's a game, but those of you that don't, you think this is a game. Because I added the strawberry, and like I said, you know, to the culture, to the culinary culture in Hawaii. Please forgive me if it's not supposed to have fruit in it, because I never see fruit in it. And I was intending to put the fruit on the side, but the fact that I got these sweet strawberries in here from Aldi, y'all, when I bit into it, it tasted like Wendy's. Y'all, this is delicious. It's delicious. It's perfectly balanced. It's everything. Can't you tell the truth? Look at it. Let me get this one together. Look at it. Y'all, this is some good eating. Okay? But we're on a 7-day poke fast. Fresh vegetables, lean cuts of meat. I know it's a thigh, but we trimmed it. It doesn't have any skin on it. And I waited for you. See, it's less than 4 ounces of meat. And you think I'm not gonna be full when I finish this? Oh yes. As far as the hummus, if you're able to put a lot of hummus on your fork, you can taste it. But these flavors are so bright and they stand out so much. The hummus falls flat. So it's not even, the hummus is not even that exciting. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like Lily say, I'm not gonna even hold y'all. Alright, so this is it, y'all. This is day 2 of our 7 days of poke, honey. This is day 2, and this is the teriyaki poke bowl. Y'all get you some. Come up with your ideas about what you want to put in and get you some, honey. You saw it here first. It Keisha's Crumbs.